Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Tuesday, August 19th, 2014. Okay, housing market index yesterday was encouraging. It came in right at the top of the expected range, and top being good for that particular index and most indexes. So it was a good day yesterday. And it was a good day in the market too if you have long-term investments. Probably paid off nicely yesterday. For today we have Consumer Price Index, or the dreaded CPI, and then housing starts, which based on this index from yesterday probably is going to look better. Maybe not the way that everybody wants to see it, but it will look better. My guess. Just my guess. Right, let's take a look at what's going on across the ponds. Over in Asia, 100% bullish across the board. Pretty solid. And in Europe, we have pretty much the same story, except for the men in black here. They slightly down, but some of these, they're pretty solid. There's close to 50 or 0.5% and above, so that's pretty good. Robert Schiller says stocks are very expensive, and that's Robert Schiller of the Case-Shiller home pricing indexes, or index. Well, they have a lot of them anyway. Soros is getting defensive. Well, that's nice. Lots of old guys in here, me included. Think cash flow, not portfolio for retirement. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Well, that's enough about news for right now. Let's jump over and take a look at what's going on for the futures here. Here, of course, being the U.S. Let's see, we're looking like we're probably going to pop slightly at the open here. Yes. And gold, we're hanging around 1300. And oil's at 94.14, so it's been creeping up. Alright, VIX is at 1232. Now, I don't talk much about the VIX, but Tom Sosnoff from Tasty Trade, formerly one of the founding fathers of this wonderful Thinkorswim platform, likes to talk about the VIX a lot. So let's take a look at a chart ski here. Alright, actually, we could probably take a look at a bigger chart here. Let's just zoom out. Zoom out, zoom out. I don't know why it does that. Okay. We're not really at its lowest. Its lowest here was at 1028. That's pretty low. But he's talking about buying some puts on the VIX. So if you were to buy some puts on the VIX, of course when you buy a put, they have to, for every put you buy, they have to set aside in your account, reserve it, or margin, or whatever you might want to call it. It's not really margin, it's actually buying power is what they call it on the Thinkorswim platform. Since it's at 1232, and if you buy a put at, let's see, let's go to September. It's at 1232 right now, so if you buy a put or sell a put at 12, you're going to collect 25 cents, but you have to keep $1,200 has to be set aside in your account. So that means you'd make $25 maybe, with $1,200 at risk. Now, of course, if you want to buy it at $12 and get called out, that's okay, because that's what you'll be doing. But what if it drops down to 11 and you'd end up having to buy this? And it's the opposite of a covered call. Basically, only you don't have to buy the underlying. Of course, if you did own the underlying, you would not have to set it aside. But if you don't own it, then you would have to set it aside. So that's not a good deal for me to sit on this for the next 28 days. I'd be maybe biting some nails here. Even if we go out to October, you're still talking only, well, let's say you want to play it safe and go down to 11. So you'd have a risk of $1,100 to make 10 minus your $1.25 transaction costs, or maybe even your $10 transaction costs for one, depending on what kind of commission structure you're under at Thinkorswim. So that's not really a good deal to me. All right, enough about that. I don't mean to slam Tom or anything, but I know he just likes to trade. I'm sure that he probably makes money, but he sure trades a lot. And he may be commission free, so he probably doesn't even care. All right, yesterday we had BIDU on our radar screen. We'll take a look at that when we get to it. And let's start right off here with our scan. Okay, Apple making some nice moves. We do have a hook up here, so maybe it will come down here and hit our target. Amazon, same thing. We're looking. We have a target set down here. We'll be patient. BIDU was our candidate for yesterday. We were looking for a hook here to do a 20 delta. Didn't happen. I'm going to take this off here. So we have to wait a while. Or at least, we should put it back on the list for today. It's almost a 50 delta or CSSV2 type of candidate. Almost. This is a little weak right here, but it is solid red 2 days. But if we get a hook right now, we'll be looking for a 20 delta. And then moving right along, Chipotle. All right, we didn't quite get our hook down here. This could be a 20 delta though. Take this off of here. Yeah, I probably would do a 20 delta on this. Let's see what we could get if we were to do one right now. Okay, so where would we go? This week or next week? Let's take a look at next week. And something in the 20s. And 670. That looks pretty attractive. $37 on $2.50 spread. That would be attractive. Let me run the number here for you. Just hang on. Let me switch back here. So that's about 6.7 to 1 risk reward. And we're kind of look for fives, but I think that 670, which would be here, I just don't know. So it's to do the risk reward ratio, you just take the you're risking $250 on this, as we can show here. Actually, you're risking $213 after this credit, but I just used the $250, which is the spread. The spread is $2.50, so it's $250. And you could subtract this 37 from it if you want, but just to keep it simple, I just take that 250 and divide by my credit, which is 37, come up with 6.7, round it off, and that's the risk to reward ratio. The risk is 6.7, the reward is 1. So not too bad, but looking at this on a chart makes me a little nervous. 670 is right here, and you have to live with it for a whole extra week, all the way out to here. That makes me nervous. That's probably the most nervous I can get. So if we look at an AUG 4, what are we talking about? 675. No, I don't like this. Me not like this. Sound like Dr. Seuss. Okay, so let's take a pass on that. Okay, Costco. Oh, we had a play in here. Let's take that out. Here is this lovely march upward on Costco. And it is a nice march. Beautiful channel here. It's even keeping within the tighter part of the channel, which is, I think, 75% roughly of the width. We have a not quite ready for prime time 50 delta or 20 delta here. Not seeing anything. It could be marching down for a 50 delta possibly as a stretch, because it is a very nice uptrend, but nothing going on right now. So nice day on the Dow yesterday, that's for sure. And it looks like it's going to continue. And gold is just kind of wallowing around and trying to figure out what it wants to do here. It's very confused, convoluted, and trashy looking. Google, nice, very nice pop. What are we looking for? We are now looking for a 50 delta on this. Probably be out here someplace. Someday. Someday in the near future. We're not getting this types of moves that we were getting earlier this year. At least not on the stuff on this list. LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn looks like as though strong day in the market yesterday. Maybe a little bit of, might have a couple days of selling on LinkedIn, profit taking as they call it. And that may give us an entry down here. Let's take a look at NDX. Whoa, just taking off into the stratosphere. We have a new high, a new 3-year high on NDX. It's not actually the NASDAQ. It is the NASDAQ 100. Netflix. Okay, we're just waiting for that. We need a nice solid red line coming down. Price line. So what's price line doing here? Geez, I don't know. I think we need to wait on Priceline. Now, there's definitely a possibility of doing a bull put here with a 20 delta. But after what the market did yesterday and what Priceline did, probably wouldn't do that. Let's do a, just for fun, we're not going to keep track of it or anything, but what did I say we would do? A bull put. Alright, so let's look at a bull put. So 12.57 and a half. It gives you 60 cents. 12.57 and a half. 12.57. That's down here. All right, let's do a pretend trade on this. We'll lock that in, and we'll see how it's doing. Let me put a little indicator on the chart. 12.57 and a half. Let's see. I have to put a line in there. I don't need to do that. 12.57 and a half. I'll just do that and say edit properties. 12.57 and a half. 12.57.5, and that is expiring this Friday. And we'll make that, how about a crazy little deep blue. Oh, where did it go? What did I type in there for price? I don't know what I did. Hang on. I don't know what I did, but I know I had a drawing there someplace, so maybe I put 257 in there. I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, so 12.57 and a half. $12.57.5. We're looking for it to be up, so Alt 30, and expires this Friday, and we're getting into it today, and we're gonna make that. Maybe I made it too deep of a blue. Maybe I just couldn't even see this stupid thing. Let's try that. Yes, that's much better. Okay. All right. Let's just say we did that. And let's see how it works out. It should be fun. Russell. We're looking for an entry here. We'll take this off. Okay, so what's going on here, Rutty? Now, if we would have done PPS here, we'd gotten in, say, on this day, and we probably would have a good trade here. These arrows, well, here it was like 2 days, and here it's 2 weeks. Alright, so we're looking for an entry here, and it's not happening yet. SPX, I'm pretty sure. I did a pretend iron condor on this yesterday with too early in the market, that's for sure. But I think that when you do iron condors, push them out a little bit more. And I've been thinking about this, the old 510 iron condor, and adding more time to them, and then using the stochastic to tell you, okay, let's go in on, when we get a hook down, we'll go in on the call side, and when we get a hook up, we'll go in on the put side. So just probably bad timing on this particular one yesterday. These are the short strikes on that. This was the price when I entered that trade, that simulated trade. So I'm just thinking about that more now. We'll see how that one turns out. Tesla. Oh, by the way, yeah, there was no entry on it. Okay, so Tesla is giving us here, we're just about in setup territory. Now, if we get a hook here, we might get a 20 delta. So I'll put that down as a 20 delta, but if we get another, more of a red move here on the stochastic and we get down into our 30-20 area here, then we'll be looking to do a 50 delta because it's in a nice uptrend. And then last, but certainly not least, is our friend Visa. Alright, so we almost have a hook here on Visa, which could qualify it for a 50 delta possibly. Or I mean a 20 delta, sorry. But nothing going. So I think we're going to just take a look at it today. We'll put it on the list and put it under consideration for a 20 delta. And so, okay, we have 3 candidates, all 20 deltas: BIDU, Tesla, and Visa. So that's it for today. Have a great day. Thanks for watching and happy trading.